Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Authentic Info Podcast. I'm your host at Masandile Chao. Now, there are many political parties which are being formed in South Africa. And these political parties branch out from the ANC. What happens is that when people are expelled from the ANC, they go and form their own political party. And they get support. And by my understanding is that the support doesn't come from new people. It's very few that comes from new people. Majority of the support comes from the ANC itself. So people move with their own people. We know that in conferences, people have support from the ground. And the people who support them, who put them to power, are more likely to move with them when they branch out. I mean, this has happened, back in the days from UDM, IFP, things like that. PAC. These are political parties that comes from the ANC. But in the past 10 years, I think the ANC was being eaten alive by its people. Mbalula accuses Ace Magashule of someone who they know of helping new political party formations. They accuse him of forming ATM. And now he has formed his own political party, ACT, African Congress for Transformation. They also speak about Karl Nihas, who was expelled from the ANC, went to form an organization called ARETA. And he claims that the support from the ground, I think from more than 300,000 people, as it claims, instructed him to register ARETA as a political party. We know about the EFF. And there are other political parties which were formed. I think that one of Makosi Khoza, which was merged with Action SA, things like that. So these are political parties which eat from the ANC. I know even the DA. Action SA has moved with a lot of people from the DA. The Good Party of Patricia de Lille has moved with a lot of people from the DA. Busa, Build One South Africa of Musmaiman has moved with a lot of people from the DA and things like that. But I think in the ANC it's worse. Because when it comes to elections, there are people who just stay home. They abstain. They don't participate in elections. Because they love the ANC so much, but they don't love what it's doing. And they say they are trying to punish it. And this causes small political parties to emerge. Because it means that the little numbers that they get, they mean a lot when they count them to divide them into seats in parliament and the provincial legislature and things like that. So the ANC is being eaten alive. It is dying the slowest death. And I think it will be worse in 2024. Because if there are still people in the ANC who do not accept defeat from conference, I think this is one of the things that causes the ANC to die. That they fail to revive unity as soon as the elections results are announced in conference. And I think Ramaphosa tried, but he failed. Because when you are in conference, you need to unite. You need to consciously make each other to understand that this faction has been defeated. This one has won. We need to move as unity. We need to support the faction that won or the leadership that won or the new leadership entirely. Build from there, come out of conference a united political party with new leadership. I think they failed that, especially since Ramaphosa defeated Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma. There has been tensions in the ANC. There have been tensions in the ANC. It's war in the ANC. and it's uncontrollable. The numbers that they get when they go out and host events and things like that, it is not longer the ANC of the olden days, the ANC of old respected people. It's only kids who are there for food parcels, to watch Makazi and get t-shirts and leave. It's bad. It's bad for the political party as mightier like the ANC to die some sort of painful natural death. And they killed this ANC, because in the ANC, even in the villages, people will tell you that they joined the ANC to eat. What they mean is that they know that in the ANC, everyone is there for their personal gain. No one is there to represent the interests of the people. And in 2024, a lot of people are ready to go and vote for alternative political parties. And all these new political parties that branch out of the ANC to contest elections, it doesn't contest elections, but it contests the ANC, and it kills the ANC, and it has killed the ANC because they are in a deathbed as we speak. And they know the numbers are not on their side. They can try, and even when they try, they fail to deliver. Recently, they went to Mpumalanga, they went to Limpopo. Drivers were not paid and couldn't take people back home because they were not paid. So the ANC fails to pay the workers in Luthuli House for months and months. And then on the ground, it fails to pay people who transport their constituencies. It's bad. So there are many things that displays that the ANC is normal. And it is painful, to those who love the ANC. Recently, we had Thabo Mbeki saying that it is very difficult to vote for the ANC. And he is confused. Who is he going to vote for in 2024? What does that mean? What does it mean? It means that he can see that the current ANC is not the ANC that they fought for. It's not the ANC that they worked for. It's not the ANC that they promised the people of South Africa. And he can see that people now are fed up. He tried to hold to account President Ramaphosa. And internally, they say that Mbeki never loved Ramaphosa because of the 1994 situation where Ramaphosa wanted to be deputy president, but Mbeki got the post. So Ramaphosa was bitter. And then when Ramaphosa came back to politics in 2012, if I'm not mistaken, and then Mbeki was bitter ever since. But the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. The numbers are not on the side of the ANC. We can see that. So it is dying a natural death. It is killed by its own people. Opposition party has a little to do. That is why political parties like the EFF, they are very excited. They say that they're saying that they are preparing to go. They are preparing to lead South Africa in 2024. They no longer see the ANC along the way. They are just cruising. It's out. It's no longer there. That is why even when the likes of Helen Zille make presentations for senior leaders, she tells them to stop focusing on the ANC. There's nothing. But focus on the EFF because it's coming. So that is something. It tells us that even experienced politicians like Helen Zille can see that the ANC is dead. Thabo Mbeki can see that the ANC is dead. Supra Mahumapilo can see that the ANC does no longer represent its policy. It's dead. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma can see that this is not the ANC that she wants to serve. It's no longer it. It's dead. So it was killed by factions, it was killed by its own people. And if its own people are forsaking the ANC, what do they expect from ordinary South Africans? This is Authentic Info Podcast. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Let's grow together. Hit the notification bell so that when I drop more content, you are amongst the first people to see or to watch. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Let's grow together.